Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Enderal. Now, when we left off, we had just participated in yet another bounty hunting mission, and I gotta say, I love those. I really do. I know that some of you really don't, but that's perfectly fine, because I kind of like them, and if you don't like them, then you can just skip it or whatever, but I think it's really cool. And yes, so as you can see, we're right here at the notice board, and we're going to get our 170 pennies and 300 experience. That's very nice. So we're going to search for another bounty quest here. We're not going to do this right now because I have a bunch of other things that I'd like to do. But yes, Morlus was a stowaway who hid himself in a ship from Nehrim. Oh, really? That sounds familiar. He was discovered in the harbor, overwhelmed the captain of the ship, and killed 3 recruits of the city guards on his way through the city, only to hole up in the Undercity. I have to kill him to receive the bounty. There are 200 Endralian pennies. Oh, so he's in the Undercity? Well, I suppose the gone mad guard called the Strangler. Oh, okay. Well, I would think that's actually pretty easy, because he's right there, so I suppose that's fine. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to do this. I actually discovered this quest. When I wandered around Ark, I met the young gallery owner, Erica Braveblood. She seemed upset. I should talk to her and find out the reason for that. Unfortunately, I just passed her by, and that's why we're no longer next to her, so I'm going to try and find her. She's obviously over here. And now, what can we do? What can we do to help?
My friend, you look disheartened, and I have just the right thing for you. A visit to our gallery! Dozens of beautiful paintings by different artists, each of them a treat for the eye. Come now, for tomorrow you may not have a chance. No? I thought so. Then have a nice day.
Oh. Whoa. Okay, she seems very, very disheartened. Okay, well, yeah, you don't sound very motivated.
Well, probably because I'm not. My husband thinks running around the city and talking to every peasant who crosses my path will help us get our gallery running again. But that's just idiotic.
Tomorrow you might not have the chance? I take it your gallery isn't going so well. Maybe we can help, who knows. I don't have a lot of money though, so I'm not going to be able to do that. Not unless I can somehow find a way to make a huge amount of money in a short amount of time.
That's one way to put it. Truth be told, if the Golden Sickle doesn't decide to leave a barrel full of coin on our doorstep tomorrow, we won't be able to pay rent much longer. Especially now that my esteemed mother has decided to play hermit. Wow. Listen to me. A month ago, I would have been too proud to admit this. Now I shouted at a complete stranger.
What does your mother have to do with this?
She's a painter. Our best-selling painter, to be precise. Some people even came from other countries to see her portraits. At least before the war.
Really? What makes her painting so special? Maybe there's some sort of magic involved.
It's hard to describe. She's portrayed half of Ark's nobility by now. At least that's what it feels like. And she does it. The paintings are just so intense. I don't know how else to put it. That's why people are willing to pay a fortune for them. It's crazy if you think about it.
Okay, well, I think we know what your mother plays hermit means. She's obviously just disappeared or is not wanting to see anyone and things like that. I'm pretty sure that's how it's going here.
Well, what I said. For months, she's not reacted to our letter, nor sent one herself. And what's worse, she hasn't sent us any new paintings. Which is one of the reasons why this place isn't going so well. And in case you wonder why we just don't visit her, my mother was always a little special. And where she resides reflects that. The Dark Valley.
The Dark Valley? That does not sound like a very nice place to be, but obviously we're gonna be the ones adventuring in there in a very short amount of time, aren't we? I see. You know what? I get around quite a bit. Maybe I could pay this Dark Valley that we've never heard of, and we're gonna take the ring into Mordor, apparently, a visit, and see if your mother is alright.
You'd do that. That's quite the offer, to be honest. A word of warning in advance. I cannot pay you. That is, unless you're interested in a painting from Prince Myth. But I warn you, they're as bad as his poems.
Well, yeah, well, maybe your mother can pay me. I'm kind of needing some money.
Yes, maybe she can. It might be worth a try. My mother and I, we don't exactly have a good relationship. But still, I need to know she's all right. You said you travel a lot, so you have a map with you, right? Show me. So there you go. That's where her hut should be, at least approximately. Good luck, and thanks.
Oh my. Visit Andrasta Braveblood to see if everything is alright. Okay, that's a 3-star quest. That is definitely something that we won't be doing just yet. That is insanely difficult, I would say. Well, anyway, let's have a look here. Well, I suppose this is the only 2-star one we have, which is to chase after those blasted birds outside, which I'm not particularly pleased about doing. The only other thing we have is search in Foamville for hints about Milbert. I suppose we could probably do that. I think that would probably be the best way to go, but the thing is that, there is a Myrad Tower pretty close. So if I go to the Myrad Tower in Ark and take a Myrad, which we've never done before, but if we go and actually do that, that might actually be pretty cool. I think that would be kind of nice, because obviously we couldn't do that from Riverville. We actually had to walk, because reasons. But yes, hopefully I'll actually be able to find my way to the Myrad Tower, as I have just... Oh, I've actually just found a chest with some potions. Okay, well, I suppose that wasn't a complete waste of time, I guess. But yes, as I've said, I'm going to try and find the Myrad Tower. Maybe I'll try and stop by the Spell Tome vendor person, and I'll try and get one of those mark and recall things, because apparently one of you, or a couple of you, actually seem to think that that is a really, really good idea. Who's this?
My sir.
Oh, okay, apparently no one that wants to speak to us, of course. Okay, well, anyway, I will be making my way over to the spell person, and I'll see you after that, I guess.
I understand your turmoil.
One day, I'm gonna be.
But still, right now, the Order cannot...
Waste a keeper to search for a powerless heretic? That's it, isn't it?
This is not what I said.
But what you thought. You know what? You should be ashamed, all of you. When I was young, being a keeper meant something. But I suppose those times are over.
Anything else I can help you with, madame?
Okay, well, it seems these two were talking, and I was unsure whether it was going to result in a quest. Ah, hello there. I overheard your discussion with that keeper. Something troubling you?
Oh, whether there's something troubling me? Let me think. Yes. For example, that the Holy Order, since that Aranthiel is holding the reins again, cares more about digging up Pyrean ruins than taking care of the people of this country. Ugh. Forgive me. I shouldn't have said that. It's just... Oh, never mind. Is there something you need? I need to get back to the shop.
Well, maybe I can help you if it's a 2-star or lower quest.
Huh? No. I appreciate your offer, but it would be too dangerous. This would have been a mission for a keeper, but they are too busy polishing their armors.
Believe me, I know how to take care of myself if it's a 2-star or lower quest.
Oh my. Well, fine. Who am I to reject a helping hand? I am missing someone, and I'm not speaking figuratively. My son, my only son.
I'm sorry to hear that. What happened to him? I can assume that he probably disappeared in the Dark Valley. No, of course, that would be way too coincidental, right?
It's complicated. Have you ever heard of the Brotherhood of Kor?
I don't think so. I don't think we've heard anything about them so far.
I see. Then you haven't been in this city for long. The Brotherhood of Kor were pathless ones, heretics as the Order would call them. They demented the divinity of the Lightborn and instead prayed to some barbaric deity called Kor. Initially, they were ridiculed, but thanks to their leader and his talent to poison lost souls with his ideology, more and more Ark people, especially Sublimes, converted to his cult. And And, well, among them was also my son, Rukas. Oh, I don't know where I failed as a mother, I really don't. 4 times a week I took him to the chapel to pray when he was a boy, and I always kept him away from dangerous influences. Girls, boys, you know what I mean. But apparently that wasn't enough. He was one of the first to convert and take those ridiculous vows, even though he wasn't even 20 winters old back then. I suppose there's only so much you can do as a parent.
Maybe that was too much. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe too much there. Okay, well, did you say he took vows? What kind of vows? I see. And where is this brotherhood now? Well, I suppose we should ask what kind of vows, but I think we already know, don't we? It was just the brotherhood vows of some sort, pledging allegiance to them. Well, where is this brotherhood now? This is the first time I've heard of them.
Yes, because the Order, Malthus be praised, banished them from the city. The court didn't bother too much, but apparently one of their seers has had some kind of vision only shortly before that happened. She saw an island in the Red Sea near Duneville. So, this is where they went. They built a small settlement there about 5 winters ago, and Rukas went with them.
Aha, I see. And you haven't heard from your son ever since?
No, nothing. But even so, I wanted to know he was all right, so I paid a myriad warden to, once each moon, fly over the island to see if everything is in order, so to speak. And, well, this is essentially what's troubling me. For 3 weeks, the island has been deserted. No sign of life anywhere.
Oh, that's very mysterious, isn't it? And this is why you wanted the Order to see what happened there. Fine, I will take a look at that island. Hopefully there won't be anyone there that will kill me.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. If you could find Rukas, I would be happy to reward your efforts. You see, I just want to know if he's all right. Pathlessness aside, he is still my son. Anyway, best you talk to the myriad warden in the South Quarter. He can take you somewhere close to the island. I will be in my shop.
Ah, there we go. Okay, thank you very much for that. And the Keeper has now gone, so I can... Oh, wow. Of course it's a 3-star. Ugh. It is a 3-star. Maybe can we do 3-star? I don't think we can do 3-star right now, but it's kind of nice that they actually give me the opportunity to then go to the South Quarter. Is that... Are we... Yeah, it is actually giving me the opportunity to... Yes, remove that marker, thank you. But also... Wait... speak with Junus. That's the Myrad Tower in Ark. Ah, okay, so there is the Myrad Tower in Ark. So at least we now have a direction to follow, because obviously before that I had no idea. Now, what I was actually doing in the Noble Quarter was purchasing a couple of things, and you'll see what that is in just a second, because, well, I think it would be kind of cool to test it out, and obviously because many of you have already told me about this, and I've only just now purchased it, so hopefully it's going to be pretty handy. And as there is no fast travel system in the mod, I think it's actually very much worth it. Very, very much worth it. So, let's have a look here. Where am I? Where am I here? Okay, so... Yes, there we are. Mark and recall. I am actually going to be learning these things as well. Haven't I already done that? Yes, I have. Okay, so mark and recall. There we are. Now that is just fantastic, because that makes everything extremely easy. So, yes, marks a location of your choice to which you can then return per teleport. So we're going to be favoriting that, and we're going to be marking something soon. So I'm going to put this on 9 or something. 9? Can I not put it on 9? Apparently I can't put it on 9 at all, so I can just put it on both hands. So I can just mark a place. I actually don't know where to mark. Maybe the marketplace, I guess. The marketplace is fine. Okay, is it? There we go. Mark it. Do you really want to place a teleport rune here? Another placed rune will be erased by doing so. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, did it... Oh, there we go. Okay, so we've placed a rune. That's fantastic. So now all we need to do to return to that is use the return spell. So obviously then you can just cast that and it will teleport you right back there, which is just actually really cool. And I'm very happy about that, because I was actually missing the fast travel system from these games quite a lot. So anyway, let's head into the South Quarter and try and find that Myrad Tower, shall we? It seems like this is the place. It's actually a really nice sort of area of Ark. Obviously, most areas in Ark are nice, apart from the Undercity, of course, but I think this is actually one of the specific locations that is nice. Wow, look at this! Now, this is one of the flying Myrads. Absolutely huge things, with 4 eyes as well, by the looks of things. Oh, hello there. Hello. Yes, okay, well, hopefully we're going to be riding one of those soon. Ah, yes, knowledge.
How about myrads? What is there to tell? They're beautiful animals, majestic and wild, and dangerous if you're unlucky enough to run into an untamed one. In the time before the Blood Moon Revolt, a long time ago, tame myrads like this one here was a really rare sight. Nowadays, though, they're pretty common, at least here at Enderal. Pity, somehow.
Oh, there we go. And why pity?
I guess that sounds stupid, but I sometimes long for the times my grandfather lived in. Being a Myrad warden was far more prestigious back then, and even fared with sublime or keepers. Nowadays, well, you can guess. Riding a Myrad has become as ordinary as riding a mule. But, who am I to complain?
Ah, I see. And how exactly does the flying part work? How do the Myrads know where to go?
Oh, well, that's hard to explain. They communicate by clicking sounds. I, as a warden, have been trained to hear them, but you probably can't. And through those clicking sounds, I also tell them where you want to go, before you mount them. Obviously, that only works for routes that the Myrad already knows by heart.
I see. Okay, well, let's actually just have a look here. There is actually... Yeah, there we go. Say, does the name Rukas ring a bell for you?
Huh. So old God's hand did find someone after all. I'm glad she did. Yes, I can take you to this island, but be careful, will you? The last time I went there, I think I saw bone rippers from the distance.
What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't actually want to go right now. Oh no. Well, I think we're going to a very, very dangerous island. That is not good, is it? That is not good at all. Where are we? Ooh. This looks actually very nice. This does not look like a place where I could die. Or does it? I'm not entirely sure. Does it? Coconut. Okay, I'm gonna... And there's a carcass. Well, that's not too good. A coconut and a carcass next to each other. Okay, I'm gonna take all these coconuts because, yes, coconuts. Anyway, I think that will be it for this episode. And next time, we're gonna be walking on to the Death Island. And this is gonna be fun. I don't think we can actually do this right now, but I'm going to give it a shot because I think that could be actually kind of fun. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.